There is a department for electronics and for robotics. There is a garage, a construction hall, our own catering, and much, much more. In this land, we're also working with global goals. There are 17 goals of the United Nations to help each other and the world. For instance, we help garages in Ghana. We collect money for charities, and we renovate schools in Bosnia. Also, we have a theatre training program, give performances, for example, for the Week of Respect. And we pay attention to different cultures. What is very special is that we write letters to people who are unjustly in prison. We help children to make their dreams come true. Our pleasant school wants us to use less and less energy. That's why we are insulating all windows. We have an energy roof that produces hot water to heat the buildings in the morning. We installed 900 solar panels with which we generate a lot of electricity. We are constructing a new building with much wood and many sustainable materials. We also consider the environment when purchasing tables, chairs, and carpets. We have a beautiful and energy-efficient ventilation system. We already have electric cars and poles where you can charge them, and our electric bicycles on solar energy. The stewards drive electric cars. We have 30 bicycles in school so that classes can go on excursions by bike. And of course, we use public transport as much as possible. We aim for healthy and sustainable catering, with a wide choice of healthy products. Our hospitality department, therefore, uses only seasonal products from the region and organically. This means without fertilizers and pesticides. We have water taps, good, honest coffee in cardboard cups with wooden stirrers and cardboard straws. And we pay attention to litter and waste. We let our students design creative waste bins, e.g. one with glowing tiles, or one that can shred plastic, or one that looks like a tree. The school separates waste as much as possible. We even keep leaf waste separate. We do not use pesticides. We burn weeds. We reuse valuable materials for crafting. The assignments about sustainability come from society. We think with our students about food waste. We ensure that ICT students can install and program our solar heaters. We make posters of beautiful statements. We give nature a helping hand. We teach global goals in our school. That's why we are a UNESCO school. And we want to help the United Nations to create a better world. We are now the most sustainable vocational institute in the Netherlands. So, in the land of King William I College, we go for each other and for a better world. Hopefully, you too.
So, thank you, Dr. Wind. It was a great presentation. Very informative.
Welcome to the first episode of 2020 AI Now Online Tech Forum, AI in the Contactless Economy. This webinar is hosted by IDB.
So, thank you, Dr. Wind. So, and now I request Dr. Aliaa Samaha, the STEM coordinator of Hayah International Academy in New Cairo, Egypt, to make her presentation. Yes, Dr. Aliaa. Your audio, you are mute.
Hi,
Yeah.
Aliaa Samaha. I'll just take a second to share my screen. All right. Today I'm going to be talking about greening the world. I'm going to share Hayah's journey to a sustainable future with you. I'm sorry, I'm having some technical issues. All right, I'm not able to move the screen. So if you'll just give me a second, I'll work with that. I'll go ahead and tell you about the school until I'm able to get the presentation to continue. So, okay, so I'll go ahead and tell you that Hayah is located in Cairo, Egypt, on about 55,000 square meters. Only about 20% of it is built area. Hayah adheres to international standards and offers the International Baccalaureate and the IB. I'm sorry, I'm just going to get someone to help me with the presentation. Oh, frozen. I'm typing. Oh,
Yeah, you uploaded. We're uploading yours. Yeah.
You're uploading it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, frozen. Oh, fish egg. Okay. اعمل ايه بقى؟
خلينا نشوف لو كده نعمل ستوب شيرنج ممكن شيرنج دي
ماشي مفيش مشكلة. ستوب بسرعة الناس سامعة دلوقتي.
بس شيرنج دي بتاعها كده.
Yeah, please. Aliaa, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, can you? Oops. Am I sharing? All right. It's not working. Stuff. Just let me mute. مش عارفة ميوتها. بس على فكرة هم شايفيننا دلوقتي.
يعني هي دي حاجة كده.
Yes, please go ahead.
I can't.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I can't see your screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mr. Veranda, I can't see your screen.
No, is it okay now?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
عندنا تو ديسكتوب هنا اهو ده فين بعضهم تحت بعضهم تحت دي واضح ان هي فري
خلاص ممكن نقفلها خالص.
هي هنا في باوربوينت ده.
Is it okay?
1 second, we're getting there. Sorry.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, your screen is opening and we can see your screens. Thank you.
Your screen now?
Yes.
They can see our screen.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. So now your screen is here.
Desktop. ممكن ترجع desktop.
No. Yeah, I've just opened it. Please go ahead. Just share your views. Start speaking.
أنا عايزة أشوف السكرين بتاعه هو.
السكرين بتاعه هو.
عشان هو هيتعصب. فاهم؟ Okay. Do you see the screen now?
Yes. It's coming. Huh?
All right. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes. I'm seeing the screen.
All right. So I'm sorry about that. There must have been a technical.
Yes, I'm seeing that.
There must have been a technical glitch.
Yes. You just go ahead. Start speaking.
All right. Like I said, this is our school. And today we're going to be talking about the sustainable setting, the sustainable activities of students, and the curriculum, all of which are contributing to Hayah's sustainable community. I'm sorry, I can't see my screen anymore. Mr. Bawanda, I was sharing the screen. Now I can't see it anymore. I'm sorry.
No, now we are sharing your video presentation.
Can you allow me to share, please?
Yeah, you can share.
Thank you. Can you allow me to share? If you stop sharing, I can share now. Thank you.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Thank you. See, this is what happens. It's not responding. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you go ahead and share it? I'm sorry. There seems to be a problem on my side.
Okay. But
My apologies. Okay.
It is shared. Please go ahead.
Yeah, but I can't move through the screens. Can you? I don't know how to do that with it seems to be frozen now. I can't move through my screens.
Yeah, your screen is frozen. You need to stop sharing. You just say that. Yes.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll let you go ahead and I'll ask you to click for me.
Yes.
I apologize. Alrighty. Can you make it a full screen?
Yeah, Krishna.
Sure. Thank you. Alrighty, we'll start over. So my name is Aliaa Samaha, and I'm going to be talking about greening the world. We'll be talking about Hayah's journey to a sustainable future. Can we move forward? Hayah International Academy has an academic curriculum that adheres to both the American Diploma and the IB. All right, can you play the video, please? So, like I said, we're located in about 55,000 square meters. Only about 20% of them are built area. And the community is adapted to our local values, settings, and our culture. You can click the next slide, please. Sorry. All right, so we're going to be talking about three things. We're going to be talking about our setting, our student action, and our curriculum, all of which contribute to a sustainable community. I'll start with the installation of solar panels, discuss our waste management strategies, discuss the irrigation systems, and how we switch to LED lamps, and then we'll talk about the water taps. With regard to installing solar panels, Hayah had some solar panels in 2013, but we took a huge leap in 2018 where we installed school-wide solar panels that reduced our consumption by about 24% annually. And we will be able to use 30% of the electricity we need from these solar panels. Can you play the video, please? Okay, on the last slide, can you play the video?
Video is not getting played.
Okay, maybe we can go back to it.
Yeah.
I can leave a copy of the presentation if anyone's interested.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. With regard to the waste management, it's always been a part of the Hayah community. We can go to the next slide. In their classrooms and in the centers, that they are always recycling, and in 2011, our PTA had an initiative for environmental awareness, which brought that up even further. And then more recently, we've been segregating our waste into plastic, cardboard, and paper. And as we segregate and send it to be recycled, we're able to get money to buy more of the plastic bins that you see so that we can cover more of the grounds of the school. Thank you. With regard to the irrigation, the next slide. With regard to the irrigation system, we use a sprinkler system that is very efficient so that we reduce our water consumption at the school. Also in 2019, we switched all of our lighting from the old lights to LED lamps, and this reduced our energy consumption by over 50% over 5 years. The water taps were an attempt so that we could reduce the water consumption by installing water pressure controllers. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stick to that for long because the water pressure coming from the external source was not strong enough. All right, on to student activities. So let's discuss the first one, which is warsha. And warsha is an Arabic word that means workshop. And basically, this is a student-led community service event where every year students get together. And last year it was led by middle school students, and they were brainstorming on efficient ways for them to manage waste sustainably in the school. They came up with 5 think tanks where they involved stakeholders, including their teachers, their parents, the school administration, and they invited professionals and from outside the field to offer more information. All right, the next slide is about tatawwur. Can I have the next slide, please? All right, so tatawwur is an Arabic word that means development. And this is a program that was sponsored by HSBC and in partnership with Potential. And it brings together schools, and it brings together students, and it brings together businesses all over the Middle East so that they can develop solutions that are innovative for the future, and so that they can become more committed to sustainability. In the slides, you can see that we had 5 students from Hayah that participated in this competition last year in 2020, and they were all shortlisted to the regional finals. And their teacher received an award of recognition as a teacher ambassador for the tatawwur program. Every year we have an art competition. So for the past 6 years, we've made sure that there is an element in the art competition that includes students who have used recycled materials to deliver their message. And last year, the theme of the art competition was the power of green. There's 15 schools involved. Can we see the next slide? Yes, these are some of the students and their work. All right, next let's look at our cleanup campaigns. Next slide, please. All right, so our cleanup campaigns are where the students travel to different places like the River Nile, like the Red Sea and the Mediterranean. The students travel with specialized NGOs for their cleanups, and they're responsible for fundraising to support these causes. All right, next we'll talk about We Are Innovators, which is an international competition. It challenges students to create innovative solutions to the world's most pressing issues. 2 of our students and their teacher were able to travel to Kenya as a prize for winning the 2019 We Are Innovators competition. All right, We Connect is actually what we would call the Olympics for change makers. Students from all over the globe get together and they celebrate the impact of youth. Can we play this video? I think you need to share the sound. Can you share the sound when you're sharing the screen? It's like at the bottom left-hand corner. Can you share the sound with the screen? You have to share, when you're sharing screen, you need to press share the audio. It's at the bottom left-hand corner. I can't hear it. All right, well, we have subtitles. I'm sorry. There seems to be a problem with the audio.
Yeah, this.
Thank you. All right. Next, we can talk about the Walk for the Nile. This is an annual event that happens at Hayah in collaboration with the Ministry of Water Resources, and the funds from this event go to cleaning up an adopted water canal. The event is organized and ushered by the students, and it won it was shortlisted in 2013 with the Zaid Future Energy Prize as one of the top 50 of 900 initiatives worldwide. Can we try playing this video? I'm sorry, can you play the video for the Walk for the Nile? It's not playing. All right, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead. No problem. All right. Sorry, can we go back to the alumni? All right, so our alumni, they graduate with an instilled sense of social responsibility. So here you can see that the students are diving underwater to restore the coral reefs in Dahab, which is in the Red Sea. And to the left, you can see some of our alumni who created an invention called the hydraulic barrel that delivers water to areas that are scarce of water, like villages here in Egypt. These students were of the top 6 finalists in the Holtz Prize in Singapore at the regional summit in 2018. All right, we'll talk a little bit about the curriculum. So Hayah has an Education for Sustainable Development program that uses STEAM and project-based learning to provide students with opportunities to focus on real-world problems. This is done best in the context of the students' own communities so that they're solving challenges that exist around them. If we can go to the next slide. We developed a unit called Greening STEM, which basically uses, if we can click to the next slide, it uses science, technology, engineering, and math to solve social, environmental, and economic challenges. In the process, in the next slide, you can see that the students are developing 21st century skills like collaboration, problem solving, they're critically thinking, they're integrating technology, and my favorite is that they're self-regulated. So the students are planning their own projects, they fill out their own action plans and pacing charts, and they're the ones that are responsible for all their projects from A to Z. This particular unit was awarded a prize by Microsoft, and it was celebrated at the Education Exchange in Paris in 2019. These are some projects that some of the students had to do regarding sustainability. One student created a solar garage, or a prototype of a solar garage. Others were making structures or building structures out of recycled water bottles, which would be used for low-income housing. Others were getting energy from plants, and there was the energy timer switch, and I think we'll see something about that a little later. All right. Finally, actually not finally, but the CB3 project is a project funded by the UNDP and GIF, and it's implemented by the Egyptian Environmental Affairs Agency and the Ministry of Environment. It's committed to spreading awareness to Egyptian youth about pertinent environmental issues, and it's specifically looking at global climate change, biodiversity, and desertification. This year, 3 groups of Hayah students presented their projects. They were shortlisted and allowed to present to the Minister of Environment. They got first prize for the mirror lamp, and then second prize for an educational video about biodiversity and a project about desertification in Egypt. Can we play the video? It's okay if there's no audio, it's okay. All right, it's okay, we'll go to the next slide. Can we go to the next slide? I'll go ahead and explain what she's saying. We can skip the video now. We can skip it.
Voice is coming, audio is coming.
Audio is coming, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. I think video ended. You can go to next. Go ahead.
All right, can you keep going?
Yes, yeah, go
This is
ahead.
a
Yes.
prototype of the mirror lamp. Okay, so this is a prototype of the mirror lamp project. The students created a lamp that was energy efficient, and they made it out of materials that were inexpensive because in the end, their target user was going to be those that were less privileged. Thank you. All right, the PYP exhibition is something that happens every year for the graduating fifth graders, and it's a culminating activity. And can you click to the next slide? You can see that the students, their work is all centered around the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and the next slides as well. Yes, these are all their projects. Thank you. Continue, please. Can we continue? Yes. All right, and again, and the science fair was also about respecting the earth in middle school. And then also in middle school, they had a project called the Art from Trash. You can see their artwork here, made from recycled materials. All right, the next slide is about green trips. All right, so basically field trips are an integral part of the education process at Hayah, and there's a variety of trips that are being offered to different age groups. In the middle and high school, they travel every year on a program called School Without Walls. The students explore learning outside the classroom in local and international destinations. And there's always an element of community service and global awareness that's involved. If you look at these pictures, you can see some of the kids in the top left, they're diving in the Red Sea. The younger ones are composting, and you can see them in Singapore cycling. Can we go to the next slide? Can I have the next slide, please? All right, here you can see also on the top, the students are planting, and in the other pictures, they are recycling paper. All right, next we're going to talk about the high school. So the high school offers an elective for students in grades 9 and 10 that gives them an opportunity to explore sustainable innovations. As part of the diploma, the IB diploma program, grades 11 and 12 are offered an environmental systems and societies course, and an integral part of that course is the internal assessment. Part of that internal assessment is that students need to collect their own data. So in that last slide, you can see students in the mangroves and students in the Red Sea collecting their own data for their experiments. Yes, there you go. So those are the students collecting. So what's next? In the next slide, if the audio is working, it would be great because it shows Her Excellency, Dr. Yasmine Fouad, who's our Minister of Environment, addressing our students on the occasion of Earth Day 2020. All right, that's a shame. I don't think we got the audio yet. Okay, I can hear it in the background. Maybe there's an issue with the volume.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, great.
So I think you need to take too much time because of a lot of disturbance. So we have next speaker now. Aliaa, please sum up.
So do I continue or are you bringing in another speaker?
Yeah, you just continue for and sum up.
Okay, thank you. So finally, we're bringing in experts from the different specializations to help us with their sustainability program. So here you can see Dr. Salah, who has over 30 years of experience in energy and sustainability. He's gave us his expertise with regard to making our buildings more sustainable. All right, if you click, we'll wrap it up here. Our plan for the future is that we'd like to communicate with all stakeholders about our plan. We'd like to give professional development to our teachers, and we'd like to develop partnerships for our funding. All right, last slide. I just want to sort of end on a note, because I come from a tradition that teaches that even if the end of time is upon you and you have a seedling in your hand, you should plant it. So this is just a message to the teachers, because I know that there's days when students walk into class tweeting about climate change, or they're endlessly arguing about why they should learn math if you know, you're using Zoom on a COVID day. I urge you to please not roll your eyes, challenge their apathy, and empower them to be the change makers that the world needs. Plant a seed. Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Aliaa, thank you for your very informative presentation, and you are doing great in Egypt. I'm sure that you are leading the Egypt in the area of sustainability, and I'm sure that your story will inspiring a lot of people across the world. So thank you for.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this, and keep it up. And I'm sure that we will continue to associate with you in coming days also.